Hello, hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling, and I hope you have absolutely fabulous day. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this really quick and simple shaped card with no cutting dice. First, I've got 4 by 8 inches wide cards. I'm going to fold it in half and burnish it to create a card base. And then decisions, what kind of car, van or lorry you want to create. So for this element, I've got a slightly wider white piece, which is about 6 inches wide. And now I'm going to use my pencil to draw the van that the recipient is using for his work. I absolutely love personalized cards, and I thought today is the day to create something very special without any shaped cutting dice. And yes, you can do it as well. So I encourage you to have a look at the picture of the car, van, or the vehicle the recipient loves, and then try to recreate it. Here I've got another panel because I thought maybe I want to use a slightly thicker element for the front of the card. So here I've got just the outline first. And when this is ready, as you can see, I'm using my scissors to shape it. It doesn't really look great at the moment, but wait for it. That's why I've got a picture in front of me which you can't really see at the moment, and I'm trying to draw as much as I can see. As you can see, this card is not that massive, so obviously I had to adjust all the elements on my car or van. And this is very crucial whenever you create any images on your projects. So have a look, maybe you can squish it a little bit, but even in this case, I try to use all the perspective possible. So, as you can see, I'm using my pencil to draw all the lines. And then you'll have a crucial decision to make. What kind of coloring medium you want to use to actually use it at the front of the card? I was thinking about black alcohol marker, but I knew it's going to bleed through it. So that's why I had another piece behind. But then I had a look at my stash and I found this soft brush pen. I absolutely love it because you can create very thin and very thick lines with one tip, which I think is extremely amazing. So I decided to use it because it also doesn't bleed on the other side, which I think is really cool. So here I'm just trying to follow my pencil marks to create all those lines. As you can see, some of them are going to be thicker and some of them a little bit narrower. And this is very crucial because this way we're going to have that organic effect, which I absolutely love. Have you ever created a card for someone who loves cars or vans? Please let me know in the comments down below. Maybe you do have some cutting dice or SVG files perfect for this occasion. I very often try to create most of the things myself. However, I did start actually designing a couple of SVG files as well. So stay tuned for that. So as you can see, I've got nearly the whole front of the car ready. Super quick, simple. If you want, obviously, you can use some coloring pencils as well to add some more interest. So now I'm going to use my eraser to get rid of all the pencil marks because we want the card to look professionally finished, right? So as you can see, it's going to be adhered from the very bottom of the card. And then we're going to cover it. And I know the recipient's card or van has the gray color. So I had a look at my stash and I chose dark gray. And this panel is 4 and 4 inches, and the smaller one is 3 and 3/4 by 3 and 3/4 of an inch. Now it will be time to assemble all the elements together. So as you can see, this already looks very cool. However, if you want to make sure it looks even more professional, you can add some wheels. And I didn't use any cutting dice to do it. All I had to do is to use a compass, a pencil, and then I'm going to use exactly the same black pen to decorate the wheels and fussy cut them using my scissors. Super quick and simple, right? So if you want, I do encourage you to try that technique. And what's really good about this, all you can do is to use your scraps piece of white card, because then you can add any color on top that you want, which I think is really cool. Here I'm drawing some smaller and bigger circles. I'm just trying to make sure they are both exactly the same. And this will be my guide where to put the black lines with my pen. Super cool, right? As you can see, this one is very easy to create. So if you've ever thought about creating a van or lorry shaped card, please be inspired and create your own version. And I told you that it is super easy, and it really is. The whole card all together took me half an hour, which I think is amazing, especially for a personalized card. So my first wheel is nearly ready, and I have to color the second one. And at this point, I thought I really want my car to stand proudly on a flat surface. So what you can do, of course, you can create two more wheels, and that's what I'm going to do later on. And as I told you, super quick and simple. But what's very crucial about this project, you can personalize it. So if you know that someone's car, van, lorry, or truck has a different color, of course you can use it. Super quick and simple. And if you don't have colored cards, of course you can use your alcohol markers to do it. So now my wheels are ready and I can assemble them on my van. But the trick here is to place them only at the top, and that's where the glue is going to be. I'm going to use my one and only liquid glue, magic glue. And if you have a grid mat, that will be a massive bonus, because this way the wheels are going to be evenly spaced and on the same level, which I think is really cool. So now I'm going to decorate the front of the card a little bit more. So I've got the word birthday in Polish. I use black heat embossing powder. So when you tilt the card, it really has that beautiful shine. And then using my cutting dies from Craft a New Design, I use those alphabet cutting dies and I created the name of the recipient using gold per lesson card, just to make it easier for myself and make sure that all the letters are lined up. I'm going to use my low tack tape, and then I'm going to put a few drops of tiny drops of my liquid glue, and then I'm going to place it on the card. I always like to get rid of the excess of the glue on my hand, and then it's going to be ready. But as I told you earlier, I really want this card to stand proudly on a flat surface. So I'm going to create two more wheels. I'm going to use my compass to measure exactly how big the wheels are going to be, and then I'm going to create them using exactly the same method. Super quick and simple. So I'm going to fussy cut them, and then we can place them on the other side. Super quick, simple, and it is very effective as well. So as you can see, I'm only going to place that liquid glue at the very top, and the cut is complete. What do you think about this? Do you like it? Please let me know in the comments down below. I really like how it turned out, and actually there is plenty of space to write your message inside. I really hope you'll feel inspired and create something similar. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I really hope you'll feel inspired. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye for now.